Morning everybody, it's Duke. I want to show you what this lawnmower's doing. Now, about a week or so back, I had to replace the starter solenoid on it, and I didn't change anything else. He said it just started. Let's see. This is it started Saturday, he said. Let me explain what it's doing first. He said that when you put it in reverse and let off on the brake, it wants to go dead, like it's got a safety in it. Well, not like some of these higher class lawnmowers. When I bought this one new in 06 or 07, it's an 07 model. I paid $999 for it. It's got a 17 horse or 15 and a half horse Briggs, 42-inch deck. And the only thing I didn't like about it, it cut good and everything, but the only thing I didn't like about it was it would jerk you in two whenever you went to when you started with it. And that's the reason I decided to buy a zero turn, but I used it for, let's see, up until 2014. And when I gave it to him, it looked like it was brand new. I kept the oil changed in it, serviced it every season. He'd never even changed the oil in it, I don't think. But it's his. No, he ain't never changed oil in it. The motor still runs good. The only problem with this one was the choke would stick on it. If you put it in choke to crank it, before you try to crank it again, you have to get down off of it and pull the choke out on it. It sticks. And I've never could figure out what caused it or why I can't fix it. I've taken the carburetor off, loosened everything up, and it still won't do any good. So I did the next best thing, put a spring on it, return spring, and it seems to work. Been working for the past 5 years. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's working. All right. Now, I'm gonna crank it up, put it in reverse, and slowly let on the brake, and show you what it does. Now that tells me that it's the safety on it. But is it the clutch safety or brake safety? I've already checked the shifter safety on it, and it seems to be working all right, but I'm going to recheck it again. Get up in there where I can get down. I had to lay on my back the other day outside on the ground and check it. I couldn't really see anything. I just had to feel my way around. So, when I find out what it is, I'll give you a holler back. For all I know, it could be in the switch, which I doubt. I've never had one do that. I've had safeties go out, but not like that before. So we'll find out. Catch you in a little while. Bye. Well, I think I've got it. I think it just turned out to be loose wire. I tested it, and it seemed to be working all right. We'll fix to find out and see if I'm right. Oh shit. Well, apparently that's got it fixed. That's an easy peasy. And I tried out my new jump starter, and it seemed to be working good. I started it twice without a battery in it, so that's what I want. So I'll catch y'all later. Bye now. Well, it's me again, Margaret. I just wanted y'all to see this lawnmower. I took the skin off of it. I mean, took it all the way down to the frame, and flipped it over on the side, pressure washed it underneath, had it looking real nice and pretty and everything. And man, I was proud of the cleaning job I did on it. And damn if I didn't lose my SD card. Well, I didn't lose the SD card, but it somehow would not record to the card. I put another card in there, and it just wiped it out. So I don't know why. You have to format the card for this camera before you can use it, and I forgot to, and I think that had something to do with it. Usually you can re-record it back to the SD card several times, but for some reason, when I put that new card in there, it moved everything from the hard drive of the camera to the card with no backup copy. And I gotta get the manual out and find out what I did wrong. I've tried the other card out again. It works just fine. I have no idea what caused it. Just a glitch in the system, I guess. Or operator error, probably operator error. I got one tire that keeps going flat. I got to pull it off and clean it around the rim. It's leaking around the rim, so it should be all right. But she's gonna be pretty whenever I get through. I clean her up. I want it to look good when I get ready to put it up for sale. And I don't like a dirty lawnmower. My wife laughed at me. She said, "You won't wash your truck, but you'll wash your lawnmower." I said, "Yeah, lawnmower's a lot easier." I can't use that pressure washer on that truck. I can, but last time I used pressure washer on a car, I took paint off, so I don't do it anymore. That was, Lord, 40 years ago, I guess, and it was a hot water pressure. It was I was washing an 18-wheeler with a high pressure, one of them hot water pressure guns. It took that paint right off that truck, and I had to have it painted, the fender on it, and that learned me a lesson right there. But anyway, I'm getting slowly but surely. I'm not going to put it back together until I get the parts, because I got to turn it back over, put both drive belts on it, and then of course I can put the deck belt on it before I put it on, and then it'll be ready to go. Except for I got to buy a battery and put oil and put a new filter on it. I'm going to change the plug out. Go ahead and change that out. I got about $150 worth of parts put into it. So, plus the time I got in it, I don't get nothing for my time, but I'm enjoying myself. I don't have them this good a shape normally. This lawnmower right here, I got it. A friend of mine brought it to me. He brought me two up, and one of them I knew wasn't nothing but junk. Look at that deck. Not even worth trying to salvage. And this one here, according to serial number, it's a 98 model, so it's not worth salvaging either. It's all rusted out. You can see right there on the deck, it rusted there, rusted right there in front. See that? And it's rusted out right there. So I've got a good 46-inch deck back there, but it won't work. The frame's not long enough. But now I've got a good idea. I don't know if I do it or not. I got another motor, and I could use the parts off of this one and make me a mud mower. That's something I've never really been interested in. Just don't care about doing it. I like to watch them. I like to watch some of the lawnmower races online, and they used to have them in Tennessee when I was a kid. Not very many. I think I saw one or two up there, but just not been really interested in stuff like that. I don't mind working on them, but now there's a frame I was talking about. I was going to make a test bed out of that. It's upside down, but it's a brand new frame. The transmission was shot in it, and tires were no good. The frame was the only good part about it, really, and the motor. The motor was a 19 horse Kohler. I'm rebuilding it right now, or I'm not totally rebuilding. I got it sitting under that right there. When I sell that lawnmower, I'm hoping to get enough money to order parts for that motor. I can at least get it up and sell it, or have it for a spare motor. But I guess that'll be it for today. Y'all have a good week. We're expecting 80% chance of rain today and tomorrow, and it might go up to 100 tomorrow. I hope it. We need it bad. Right, my grass, you can see it. My grass is crunchy. We got a little bit of rain last night. It's turned to green, some of it has. But you can see back there in the back, that grass is turned brown. I'm not going to mow it until it rains and turns green. I don't care how much it grows. My next door neighbor, Marty, he mows his yard once a week, whether it needs it or not. And then he can't understand why it dies out. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have a good week. Catch y'all later. Bye. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup work in the shop. Y'all have a good week. Bye.